Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. I'm sorry for looking super clapped. I've been stressed and my skin's been breaking out and I don't know why my hair is a mess, okay? But today I want to talk about a question that I've been asking myself since 10th grade. What is wrong with every teenage boy? So, I feel like every interaction I've had with like a teenage guy has just been left has has just left me questioning myself to like great extents, and I don't even know why, okay? It's been this way. I've never actually even had a boyfriend, but like the impact like just being friends with guys has had on me is insane. Okay? So, the question, what is wrong with all teenage boys? Okay, disclaimer. This is not meant to target anybody. If I know you and you're watching this, this is not intended to target you. It's not intended to target anyone. This is just like a really basic, sorry, not basic, but a general address. And this is not trying to imply that all girls are perfect, all teenage girls are perfect, because nobody is perfect. Everybody is flawed, and that's okay. That's what makes us human. Okay, so let's start with the issue. So I feel like a lot of teenage girls hate on teenage guys because of all the experiences they've had. Like, a guy will leave you feeling so insecure after you interact with them or interact with like a friend group of guys, or being integrated into a friend group with guys can be very detrimental because I don't know, they just kind of make you feel insecure, or they're like emotionally insensitive, or like they ghost you, or there's like so many different things that teenage guys do that I can't just like sit here and pinpoint. But I do want to talk about where I think it all stems from. So, I think the main issue with teenage guys is that every teenage guy has it ingrained in their head that they have to be super masculine. Sorry, I'm holding my hand like this because my nail broke. Okay. They have this idea that they have to be masculine, and they're subconsciously always feeding into this need or into this desire. Let me give you an example. When guys are on, like, I'm talking about like being in a guy's friend group, all right? When they're like on their own, they're all really nice and they communicate well. But when they're together, it's like this synergy of absolute madness, and they're really like insensitive, and they make a lot of like jokes and stuff that can be really detrimental to a girl's confidence. And I think it's just because they're all trying to show each other that they're strong and that they're big and that they're cool, and trying to fit in to this masculine personality, okay? It's all about being masculine. Um, a guy will go for like a lot of girls just to fit his gluttony of trying to be masculine. Like, honestly, I feel like a guy will not flirt with a girl just because like if he's interested in her. It's more about being masculine and fulfilling that gluttonous desire to be masculine, to be a masculine man. But I do feel like in the pursuit of trying to be masculine, they like lose their real sense of self, and then they just become this really weird guy who's always trying to prove that they're bigger and better than other people, but they're really not. Like, everyone's a loser inside, and that's okay. So, now that we've identified like the source of every teenage guy's attitude, negative traits, it's like not being content with your masculinity. Whether it be you want to be hyper masculine, or you don't think you don't think you're masculine enough. I genuinely believe that every teenage guy is always trying to portray themselves as this masculine, manly man, and that they subconsciously always try to feed into this persona, which makes them so insensitive and weird. Alright, so here is what I want to talk about. When do teenage guys get over this weird teenage attitude and transition into being an actual man? This is where I like to say boy versus man. Back when I was in 10th grade, anytime like a guy was immature or I found like they were emotionally insensitive, immature, or trying to be hyper masculine, I'd label them in my head as a boy, not a man. And I think that even if you're 40 or you're 50 or you're 60 or you're 100, you're still not a man if you're still trying to chase this hyper masculine persona that isn't really you. I'm not saying that if you're masculine, it doesn't make you a man. I'm just saying if you're always trying to fulfill this gluttonous desire to be super masculine, you're never going to be a man. All right? So I feel like a real man is secure or comfortable with their masculinity. They're emotionally intelligent or understanding, and I'd want to label this emotional intelligence or understanding as open-mindedness, because not everybody is born emotionally intelligent, and that counts for guys and girls, any gender, all right? So I'd like to label this as being open-minded to other people's feelings and not self-absorbed, not trying to actively be this masculine, manly man, not trying to seek that persona. And when I say all this, I want to say that if a guy is naturally like hyper masculine, it's fine. What I'm trying to say is the problem is guys trying to like portray themselves as this like super masculine, super aggressive person even when they're not. That's what the whole issue is. That's what I think the whole issue is. Okay, anyways, I hope you guys understood my yapping. I even like wrote it out on my whiteboard because I lose my train of thought so easily. That's why I kept looking to the side so I could stay on track for the video, and I hope that like you guys understood what I said. Please leave any questions in the comments below, okay? I love responding to your comments if they're not creepy, and I will see you guys later. Bye. Mwah.